We have JD Cheese, Kim K, and Saweetie. Y'all ever wonder why these girls get so famous? Why does it seem like all these girls have it all, but they just don't seem to be happy? There's moments where their playground seems to be a bit much and they just need a break. So today I want to go over how these girls use our favorite social media apps as their playground for success, and also how that same playground with enough mental roughhousing can become too much for them. What's up, everybody? It's Brad Hylton 1. That's Brad Hylton 1. My social media should be displayed right here. And let's just jump right into it. So, I'm going to take a trip in my favorite rocket ship down to Merriam-Webster. And we're going to just define influencer: the capacity to have an effect on the character development or behavior of someone or something, or the effect itself. Pretty much we all are capable of becoming influencers. You right there, you, me. So at a very basic level, we are all influencers to some degree. You influence your boyfriend to give you money. You influence your mom to let you ride out in her car. I mean, we all have been guilty of being an influencer. So let's just start everything off with talking about Miss West for a little bit. That is Miss Kimkardashian West. So as most of us know, I'm not the first 48 and I'm not Dateline NBC. At this point, Miss Kim Kardashian is a household name, so we're going to save the pleasantries with her introduction. I really wanted to get more into some of the things she has achieved. Kim Kardashian West has been able to obtain KKW Beauty. That is a cosmetic line titled after her namesake. In summer of 2018, the business earned $100 million in revenue, and Kim owned 100% of it. So the 100 milli she made, it was all hers. It wasn't nobody sponsoring. At least according to this, it was nobody sponsoring. Kim boasts over 300 million followers, as well as her newest Skims line, which happens to be athleisure, I guess you want to call it. It's pretty cute, but it looks like something we have seen before, no shade. But I think what is more interesting is some of the BS Kim has went through. I know we're no stranger to the Paris robbery. The Paris robbery kind of captivated us for a moment. I don't think it was expected, but that was a moment that really rocked her world. Unfortunately, you could see how it reshaped how Kim really operated in the world. It was a violation of her privacy, and it really affected her. I think she still is dealing with it to this day. Another incident where Kim has been through something that was shown in the public eye is the notorious adult film that she conducted with Ray J. I think the most recent thing that has been kind of with Kim is the Met Gala. So for most of you who may not know, Kim actually attended this latest Met Gala, marked, what is it, 2022, and she wore one of Marilyn Monroe's famous dresses. And the whole catch-22 to the dress is Kim actually had to lose a bit of weight to get in the dress. So to paraphrase it, Kim had to lose upwards of 10 plus pounds to fit in the dress, and she was having complications with getting in the dress. And once she did get in the dress, from my understanding, she ripped the dress. So after she ripped the dress, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and all the other people who create think pieces ripped her to shreds. So in my very honest opinion, this is something that we got to look forward to as an influencer. Kim, for most, believe that her losing weight is synonymous with the actor losing or gaining weight for a role. And being that Kim is a public figure, losing weight or gaining weight to match an appearance is nothing more than just a daily task. But for the average girl or guy, for a me or you, the idea of having to lose 15 to 10 pounds just to go up to the hole in the wall club in your city, it kind of becomes like a bit much. I want to switch gears and talk about a different kind of influencer, and I want to talk about the recording artist, maybe rapper, Miss Saweetie. So the same thing with Kim. Most of you guys know exactly who Kim K is, as you do Miss Saweetie. Saweetie has been in the media for a boatload of things. She's been linked to, obviously, Quavo, Keith Powers, one of Diddy Kids, Damson, the guy from Snowfall. Saweetie has been linked to several different guys as, not like a hoe, but she's just been linked to several different guys. I mean, hey. It's just a lot of guys, okay? I don't know how else to say it. But some of Saweetie's biggest accomplishments have to be her breakout single, Icy Girl. And if you ask me as a music connoisseur, if you guys don't know, you will know, she hasn't slid on a beat since Icy Girl, to me. But Icy Girl has to be one of her greatest hits thus far, as well as her magnetism towards brand deals. Saweetie has brand deals galore. She has Crocs. She has Champion. She had a McDonald's meal. I mean, how legendary is it to have the #1 restaurant in America give you a meal to then make you the face of it? That's a huge endorsement. We actually deserve to give her a clap. I think it's impressive to see the amount of ground she has covered in this small time. And we're still at this very moment waiting on the debut. So Saweetie in itself deserves to be celebrated. But I think another portion we have to talk about is some of the pitfalls Saweetie did have to deal with to get here. I think one of the biggest things Saweetie had to deal with was the demise of her and Quavo's relationship. Her and Quavo dated roughly 3 years. I want to say 2018 to 2021. And the precursor to their breakup was not only Saweetie's, I don't know if you would call it a second single for an undetermined album or just another single in a droplet era, but Back to the Streets felt like an ode to the single life. And shortly after that, we discovered the elevator incident that we still don't quite know what happened. It was pretty messy. And the events that followed weren't no better. It was something she had to deal with within the public eye. And we still never got clarity on if Saweetie was in an abusive relationship. After that, her hit single Best Friend started to take off. But we noticed Saweetie start to drift away from the media. My hunch is Saweetie had an album probably coming out summer 2021 because you had the McDonald's meal that launched around that time. And then shortly after that, the Crocs with the ranch little characters. I know you guys remember that, right? But there was no album, which leads me to my next point with Saweetie. She suffers from what seems to be a lack of confidence in her music. She's released a lot of songs that seem to be promising, and then a lot of songs that were kind of hits for their like moderate hits, but she hadn't released a worldwide global hit to kind of jumpstart her into that debut album run. And if I see it, I know she sees it. She has took several hiatuses in between her albums. She has took several moments to clear up random rumors about her sleeping with guys, random rumors about her possibly being linked to guys, and just a whole lot of things that really don't matter outside of her getting the music out. That is Miss Saweetie. Last but not least, I want to talk about Miss Jada Cheese. Now, if you guys don't know who Miss Jada Cheese is, allow me to introduce you to Miss Jada, the Jaydawayda Cheebs, okay? 9 times out of 10, most people have met Miss Jada during her time with the hottest rapper out now, Lil Baby. Yes, a lot of people know Miss Jada Cheebs as the on and off girlfriend of rapper Lil Baby, but don't be mistaken, Miss Jada has been working long before her attachment to him. It was reported in 2018 she actually made $1 million in her business selling hair bundles. Since then, she has retired from selling hair, but she also has ended up picking up a lot of deals in place of it. Some, but not limited to, hold on, because her rap sheet is pretty. She starred in the movie Bid for Love as well as becoming an ambassador for Moon Cosmetics in the Matte collection. And during that time period, she has also dedicated a moment to start developing her own clothing line titled the Wait a Minute brand. So Jada's been getting busy when she's not working. You can see her partying with the likes of Nicki Minaj as well as being invited to some of the hottest award shows such as the BET Awards. From what I've been seeing, I think she will be starring in a new series alongside the Real Kyle sister. I want to say Lakia and I don't know who else. But it's supposed to give like a, I don't know what it's supposed to give. It's supposed to give like Real Housewives but young entrepreneurs. But we'll see. Importantly, I think the biggest thing that has plagued her whole time in the media is obviously her on and off again tumultuous relationship with Lil Baby. And that's okay. She's not alone. But I think that has been the thing to plague her the most. If you would see the comments about Jada providing forgiveness and wanted to get back with Lil Baby after some of his reported infidelities and screw ups and mess ups, it's not pretty. It even got to the point where Jada had to get off social media for a little bit and she wasn't actually fulfilling certain obligations she had with certain deals she inked from Instagram and other social media places. Dealing with the public scrutiny along with having to still be a mom and support your child and just make a living for yourself can become overwhelming over time. But it is something that she kind of signed up for as an influencer. So given this information, knowing that Kim K endured a robbery, scrutiny for losing Saweetie, having a lack of confidence in her music, as well as possibly having to answer for abuse allegations, and then Jada Cheebs dealing with a breakup that she just can't hide. What does it take to be an influencer? Would you do it? Why would anyone do it? Would I do it? I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Would I do it given the mental barriers that have been presented by yours truly? Before I deliver my answer, because I know that's why we're all here, go ahead and answer this question in the comments for me. What would you do? Would you still become an influencer given some of the things we just discussed? I'm waiting. Are you typing? Please type. Okay. So, given the information presented, would I still become an influencer knowing that my mental health can be crippled at some point? Yes. Why would you say yes? So I'm saying yes because at the end of the day, the risk is worth the reward, okay? If you have a passion to influence or you feel like your purpose is to influence in any sort of way, would the risk of having to battle off random people on the internet be worth the payoff, be worth people commenting to you, telling you how much you inspire them or how much, after seeing you overcome your struggles, makes them feel empowered? Yeah. social media can be a bad place for your mental health, but considering some of the things it can provide, I mean, we're talking unlocking a chance to not be tied down to a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life. Actually being able to chase after your passions, dancing, singing, acting, writing, cleaning off horseshoes. Have you guys seen that stuff on TikTok? They actually have people cleaning like horseshoes. ASMR. The possibilities are endless, and it all starts with you choosing which path you want to take. So now, if you're not meant to influence, that's okay. That's fine. Maybe you're meant to save a life, nurse, doctor. Maybe you're meant to put out a fire, fireman. Or maybe you're meant to enforce the law, officer. But for my people, for my creatives who want to create, I say go for it. So if you like what I had to say, give me a thumbs up. If you happen to disagree or you just want to add a little more dialogue to this conversation, go ahead and comment down below. Make sure you guys tune in for my next video where I not only talk about influencers, but I talk about my top 7 on Instagram that you definitely want to tune into because these girls are making money. It's some boys, but these girls are making money. All right, bye.